Hello there, internet friends. It's Too Old for Gaming, and today I'm bringing you another exciting 10 versus 10 matchup here on Gora Kalwaria. Today I am playing as the 26th Panzergrenadier Division, and to start the match off, I'm going to be helping my compatriots take these flags here. And you'll want to watch through pretty much through the whole thing in this one, because this might be the most effective offensive, lacking cheese, real cheese that I've seen. So all these guys are only 15 points, and I'm bringing in, but they're only 5-man squads. So I'm bringing in 5 of them, along with a leader, and then a recon with the 247B recon car. This thing looks pretty cool. You don't see it very often. Get a zoom in on that. Eugen does such a great job doing models. Alright, so I've got, what's his name here? Can't even read that. Noob Master 69 moving forward here with Andy Zero. And I noticed that we did not have a lot of anti-aircraft deployed, so I took more of a supporting role, considering we have 2 other infantry heavy guys up here. So I brought in all of my flak 38s, and I brought in 2 81mm mortars to provide some suppression fire. You can see up here we've got some enemy equipment in the woods, and we've got 3 Stug 3s heading to the left flank here with Alpha Claire. And just dealing with the Maxim. I think we saw an AT gun, a BA-10 and a BA-20 right now that we can see. So I've got a leader over here to try to put some veterancy on the AA units and these 81s. And then I'm bringing another one up here. You know, these guys with their MP44s, they only have 300 meters of range, so they're not gonna do anything to anybody out here unless I can clear this area out. So dropping 81s on the enemy position here in the woods. Shootsman squad taking fire from the Maxim, but got him pinned down right away. And now we've got dual Panzerwerfer 150mm rocket batteries firing on the enemy position. And hopefully that blew those guys to smithereens. Shootsman being spotted here. We've got another allied flak 38 coming in. Really don't want us to get obliterated by aircraft. They're already bringing aircraft in here. Looks like that AT gun was suppressed enough to fall back, and so I'm just going to try to destroy them with these 81s. So firing on this position here, always more effective when you get multiple artillery pieces on one area. And my colleague Sauron here is wisely moving his equipment around. If we look here towards the center, the Stug 3s have made it down this road and are now firing at a bunch of M2 heavy machine guns. No anti-tank guns backing them up to take care of these Stug 3s, so they're just going to get obliterated. Looks like there's motorized rifles here with a Piat, but he's just, I think, just out of range. So we are stuck here at a 16-16. We've got a Sherman who's covering our road to reinforce the left-hand side of our village here. So I'm going to smoke him because I'm bringing in some Panzergrens. I figure if I get Panzergrens up here, I can use their light machine guns to suppress any enemies trying to get across. We had this for a minute, but this crossroads did get retaken by them. And to our right flank here, we've got Sturm Pioneers fighting a ton of flamethrowers. To get one, Panzergrens are going to get pushed off here. They should just retreat. So you got an SP-222, SPW-222 here. Gonna make quick work of all these guys if they decide to be aggressive. And they decide it's wiser to fall back, which is a good move. But, guys, we've got both intersections here. And we just took out that Sherman. So after I smoked this area, tried to get a view on us again, and he just got right lined up with his PaK-40 here. And now we got some large artillery pieces dropping on the woods. Fortunately for us, he had moved his shoots back. Got these guys just on return fire. And we've got more Panzerwerfer fire coming in. Oh, it gets one. The other guy's damaged too. He's gonna run away. Not a bad idea. Motorized rifles out in the open, gets destroyed by an MG-42 heavy machine gun who's moving into a new position. Got another one of these 15-point squads coming in. He was my last one in the card deck. And I'm bringing an MG-42 to cover this area. Looks like we get another vehicle here. But we got that PaK-40 set up, so not too worried about that. I did bring in some Martyrs to provide anti-tank support. These are Martyr 2s, so they have the PaK-40 on them. They have 40 millimeters of frontal armor, and they do have APCR rounds, so they can pretty much take on just about anything. MG-42 is getting caught by a sniper trying to move into position. And now we're getting counter battery fire over here, trying to find our Panzerwerfers. I did move up a sauce troop. That sauce troop, I wanted to, honestly, they're a 15-point squad, the cheapest thing in my deck. I just wanted to see where his stuff was, and looks like we got taken out by a field gun or something over here as these, this infantry squad was pinning them down before they got into position. So, redirecting my 81mm mortars to fire in that position. We've got these B2s with their flame guns on them. These things have decent armor. I mean, 15 points. You've got 80mm of frontal armor, a flamethrower, and then a 47mm AT gun. I think they're honestly a pretty good deal. The worst thing about them is that they're slow. But I've used these to great effect in towns. My Flak 20 starting to get caught up here in this counter battery fire. Not quick enough to move these Panzerwerfers. Looks like we got one destroyed. We got one left here. Flak is okay, but it was falling in near. Got lucky to move him out of position before he got scared and locked up. Martyr 2, spotting somebody. Spotting the armed rifles out here trying to get across the road. So we've got both my Martyrs pushed up here. I got one back here in reserve in case this gets artillery. Now we're starting to take fire from our left flank. That AT gun's still up, even after all that artillery fire. It's this too. And we get a bailout on our Martyr, unfortunately. My Martyr 2 is spotting the Strelky over here. And then this 2 destroys what was left of that Martyr. SU-122. I'm sure he's firing at my Martyr 2 now. Misses. Get a gun jam. And we destroy him. Awesome. That is what I want to see. So still holding on these flags. And we have like a battalion of infantry moving in. Ersatz trooping. And some Hermann Göring Ersatz trooping. Got a couple Panzergrens with Panzerfaust, but getting caught out here before they can get in close enough. Oh, get the rocket off. Panzerfaust is reloading. And he gets them. So, we're making a big push. We've recaptured this intersection over here to our left flank. Just took out that recon car with, I believe, a Martyr. I'm going to move up my recon car to provide a little bit of fire support to these guys as they run in. And I brought in a platoon of pioneers. I am going to now go ahead and make my assault. So getting these guys, getting their heads pushed down. SPW222 getting his 20 mil and machine gun fire on the LMG squad. I've got a spot troop spotting down the road and 2 martyrs here, so it's best to move with, I mean, he doesn't know, but the best move here would be to arty this position. And my martyr is taking fire from a Sherman. Gets a penetration in the front. Takes one in return, but we do get the kill. And my pioneers, since we got that guy to retreat, the entire platoon made it, and I'm moving my sauce troop up now. 5-man squads of Molotov cocktails. End up destroying a 50mm mortar out in the open. Pretty sure it was this guy here. He's got 2 HE shells left. Spotting another Strelky squad. Got a Jeep 50 over here. Not a whole lot. ARM LMG team getting just chewed up by these light recon cars. And we got a 600 mil off-map plane, but doesn't get the off-map on. Now we got an IL-2 coming in. Oh, man, right on target. And the Gepard not able to get him off. Strelky squad spotting my guys out in the open, but I did move up a 250/8 to provide some fire support so these guys just don't get suppressed out in the open. No casualties yet, and we get them to fall back. Pioneers leading the way, trying to keep these guys spread out so don't get hit by mortar fire. Now we get some Sturmgrens coming in to support us. Moving up my Pioneer Führer as well. And our right flank, our martyrs are able to cover that, take out the half-track. Pioneers making great progress, uninterrupted, through the woods here. And on our left flank, we're dealing with some Greek assault infantry with flamethrowers, causing a lot of problems for these Junker infantry. We got some pioneers trying to reinforce. To keep an eye on that. So, looks like we're spotting a 37mm AA gun here and some armed rifles. And just too close to use our MG34, but we're able to use our grenade bundle. Getting suppressed really fast, though. These LMG squads, the 2 Brownings, really get our heads down. And we've taken quite a few casualties here. This guy's full, but the rest of them starting to get really pinned down. So I'm going to pull these guys back because I have, you know, my second line coming forward here. And I did bring in some Sturm Pioneers to back them up as well. So rather than just sacrifice all these guys while they're suppressed, I'm going to have them fall back and retreat and move in the sauce troop. They can use their Molotovs. And we get them pinned down, get that one killed. This other squad here. Get another surrender back here too. Got a full LMG squad here, but can't use the LMG in the woods. And I got grenade bundles, so just get those guys pinned down. All these guys are pinned down. He surrenders. I'm moving the rest of these guys forward. And then we got a crazy run of M3 half-tracks with Browning machine guns on them. We are able to destroy one with the Stug 3 I've got lined up here on the road. And one of my MP-44 squads is destroyed by Tempest bombs. But you only got one. We've got this flag here. Got another surrender, and we've got this other LMG squad pinned down. It's running out of infantry and just literally having half-tracks left here. Off-map coming in. Tempest bomb drops directly on my Sturm Pioneers. Gets the rest of the squads pinned down. I'm still moving the sauce troop up aggressively around that off-map. trying to track down that LMG squad. And I'm going to bring in Panzergrenadier MG26s. The reason for that is that they can use their ZB-26 in the force, and they have 2 of them.
We surrender.
So it's basically a BAR squad. IL-2 getting destroyed by our anti-aircraft net. And we've got that 7/1 here. And I'm continuing to move these 20 mils forward. Remember, you make a good push, move up your supporting weaponry. Mosquito taking tons of fire, and he is destroyed. Those mosquitoes, I feel like, are pretty fragile. So I'm moving a Panzerschreck up. I cover this intersection here, because none of these guys are really great for anti-tank. And we're dealing with a half-track. Firing at our allied infantry. So what I'm going to do here, try to get a Molotov on this guy, see if I can't light him on fire and blow him up. But at the same time, I'm going to bring in this Panzerschreck. See what we can do about this half-track problem. Molotov goes off, hits, and then the Panzerschreck finishes the job. We've cleared this intersection as well, and we've managed to get the majority of the enemy infantry out of here. Ursat's troop been doing a great job of keeping these field engineers out. We got 1 squad in here fighting a Flammenwerfer. Looks like we should be able to get him down because we've got Pioneers backing him up as well. So we clear the forest. Strelke falling back from Schutzen and Flammenwerfers. I'm moving my Sauce troop forward so that we can see what's going on up here. Moving up that Stug 3. Move my MG26 squads in. They have magnetic mines too. Gonna move up my recon car. And just continue to move up my Flak 38s. Because he's bringing in these Tempests. And fortunately for us, our little platoon up here is doing just fine. Got an MG42 here, so it's going to be real hard to recapture that intersection. And once we get some anti-tank in here, there's no way they're getting us back without, say, like off-map or a ton of bombers. Ju-87's coming in. Let's see what they can do. Get keyed in on them. Takes out the T-34. And I'm going to say that other tank's dead too, even though he fell off. Tempest taking lots of fire. Looks like one of them, I think one of them had his bombs off. I moved up the 250/8 up here to get to use his howitzer on the reinforcement road, and we're dealing with staghounds right now. The most dangerous thing out here. If we, for some reason, this flame panzer can't see him, just out of view. So I had brought in an IG-33 to cover this intersection, but we've advanced so far. I picked him up and I'm moving him to cover this road right here. And I've got 2 more Stug 3s coming in to reinforce the one here. And they've managed to retake this intersection. A couple trucks here. Looks like we had 3, if I counted correctly. I get the MG42 here. He's probably not going to be able to get him that close. And looks like we got counter battery fire against this Panzerwerfer. Really not liking them. Bringing up some more martyrs. You can see my commands here. Try to get them into these woods. Different positions here. And then I didn't have a recon car in this area, so I'm bringing them up. Also bringing an SPW-231. Yeah, managed to take out the Staghound. Got 1 left we're dealing with here. Let's see if the Stug 3 can take it down. Alright, it's gonna stop and fire at these retreating infantry. Sort of 22-10 now with 4 minutes remaining. We've managed to take the town. Got that intersection. Got this point, and it's tons of reinforcement here. This part's really, for me, it's I have a terrible time in this area, but as long as we can hold them back, I mean, these guys aren't going to make it through. We've maintained our line over here. So for the Axis team, everything's just going. Like, couldn't be going better. Stuke 3 managed to take out the Staghound. And Typhoon takes out one of my Stukes. T-34-85 here in range. Misses due to suppression. And we're dealing with another Typhoon. And his rockets are on target. Our anti-aircraft not able to get him off. SDKFZ 250/8 just destroying infantry back here in the reinforcement road. Let me get Pioneers up here. Maybe I can be a little cheeky and use an MG34 on like mortars or something. He's got me back there left like this guy here. Maybe there's some back here. The T-34 might be within spotting range though, so... And he is. So we've got Staghound, take him out with the Martyr here, another Martyr here, and these guys have PaK-40s, so they have 1,750 meters of range. These guys are Sherman 3s, so they only have 1,500. So I'm just able to literally destroy them before they're even in range, because they're deciding that they're going to fire at these Panzergrenadiers instead of trying to take me out. Got an IG-33, it's already pushed up here, and he's firing at this, firing at that 81mm motor. Pioneer's firing at the Superi, but he's getting spotted by this T-34, and you know, my Stuke's got taken out, so I've got a PaK-40 I'm bringing in. I'm going to use him in these woods here. I position my Panzerschreck here, and we got more Tempest coming in. We got less than 2 minutes to go, though. That is a lot of 20mm fire. And we have a ton of BF-109s coming in. They're Polston fire. Misses the first bomb, second bomb, third bomb. They all miss. PaK-40 should be in position within like 20 seconds. Got a ZIS-2 here firing at... These guys have... they just have AP. There are some of these 57s that have HE rounds. I noticed on the 1st Airborne they have one with HE. IG-33, can't see it. Don't really want to... I don't think I'd see him here either. It's just out of range. T-34 armor crack from the PaK-40 now that he's in position. We've got a Willys over here to our right setting something up. Fire! Got him. A couple Studebakers. Move into position, and I brought in my own 7-1 because of all the aircraft. 34 seconds to go. ZIS-2 is about to be destroyed. The Jagdpanzer took a penetration from somebody. Probably that's ZIS-2, but he's dead. 20 seconds to go. And again, as I said, I mean, this is probably the most successful assault I've seen through the forest.
Weder Freund noch Feind, nur lohnende Ziele.
And the rest of the team, like I said, did a good job just holding on to their flags while we made the advance. So super awesome when your plans work out. Let's take a look at our team stats here. So yeah, I did pretty good. 10,027 to 345. I didn't look at the time. 24 minutes, so that's a fast match. Let's take a look at what I killed. 81's killed something. We got that IL-2M with a Flak 38. Martyrs took out a few. Pioneers did a good job. 120, I don't know if I focused on it. I did bring in a 120 that was on that intersection in the back where that 37mm anti-aircraft gun was. And it looks like he actually did really good. They're not super accurate, but they're a big explosion. Stug 3 took out a few. That's a guy I brought up to the front. Took out the Staghounds. We got the Martyr 2. Took out a few. And our Pack 40 took out that T-34, and then took out that Polston truck. And in terms of losses, that Sauce troop I sacrificed to reconnaissance. That one Martyr that got hit by that Zis 2, that was still up, even though he got hit with tons of 81 fire and rocket fire. Tempest came in. Stug got taken out by a Typhoon. Another one by a Zis 2, and then Typhoon. So I honestly am I'm very happy with that. That was super fun to see everything come together and have good team play. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one.